Hello, souls. How are you? It's time for another miraculous reading. Today we are going to make a mystery tarot reading and we will check if there's a curse on Titanic which caused also the sinking of Titan. For those of you who are aware that there's a book written 14 years before the sinking of Titanic, where is described another ship with dimensions very close to those of the real Titanic, and the author of this book is Robertson. So he describes another ship which sinks, and the story is pretty similar to the real events that happened 14 years later. So I will check whether or not there's some sort of mystery around this book. It was channeled or not. What was the inspiration for this book? Where the author got this idea? Is there some magical influence on the real ship? Is there a curse? What is the relationship between the submersible called Titan that finished tragically some days ago? Is this name cursed somehow? Is the place cursed? And at the end I'll try to channel the author of the book, Robertson. So if you're curious, stay till the end of this video and please don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's start with the first question. Where the author got this idea from? Was this some sort of channeling of the future events, or he somehow provoked them to happen? Because the public opinion was really against him after the sinking of Titanic, and he was attacked by strangers on the street. They treated him really badly. So let's see, was there any black magic behind this idea, or it was just a regular idea? What stands behind this book actually? Seven of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Chariot, and Ten of Swords. So we have the vehicle here, which crashes, and we see that this happens on the coast, on the seaside, and this is some sort of a negative memory that he has. So the author, was having in the past had some negative experience with related to traveling with a boat or near water. And somehow it was not that close to the real sinking of Titanic, but he somehow managed to pull this information and to make it valuable. And here we have also some trickstery, and maybe he also overheard somebody else talking about similar events, so maybe it was not his own idea. Maybe during that trip another person told his idea about similar scenario. Was there any black magic? Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Four of Swords, Lovers, Ace of Swords. No, there wasn't any black magic behind this book, behind the idea. He thought a lot about it. This author was really clever. He read a lot and he thought a lot about this idea. He was considering two options for this book, where to evolve, where the story should evolve, but finally he got the final version. The initial idea was pretty different than the final result. So at the end, he started from some point, and at the end, he received some sort of channeled information from above. And this is where he actually channeled what is going to happen in the future. So he got already an idea that was basic one. He elaborated it further to a certain point, and afterwards he received channeled information about the real actual events that were going to happen. So let's see if there's a curse over Titanic or over this place where this happened. Is there a curse? Apart from the human mistake, is there also some curse over Titanic, over the place? Chariot, Lovers. We have again Chariot and Lovers, but not in the same aspect. So we have two forces that are taking separate directions. Initially they are running one next to each other, and there's this separation with the Lovers card. So I can say that this is the literal separation in two of the body of Titanic. We have this stress, these nightmares, that everything happened during the night when people were supposed to be asleep. We have Queen of Swords and Five of Cups. I don't see nothing that looks like black magic or a curse over Titanic. So we have the Queen of Swords. She's the most logical from the four queens in tarot, so there's nothing mysterious. We don't have the moon, we don't have devil, we don't have high priestess or magician or whatever it is. We have the most logical queen from the four queens, so we need to be logical. There's no curse over Titanic. and there's this big disappointment over the missed opportunities from the past, all the things that could have been made differently. And what happened to the submersible Titan? Is there a curse in its case? Perhaps after the tragedy of Titanic, the energy changed. Is there some mystery here? Magician. 4 of Wands. Knight of Wands. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and High Priest or the Hierophant. So here we have once again similar to the video I made for the submersible itself, when it was already still in a stage of being disappeared and missing. Now we have the Hierophant as a person who is responsible for the outcome, and the Magician. The Magician is a person who believes that he has everything that is needed to make things happen, to make magic happen. And I believe this is the CEO of the company that built Titan. He was really charming, convincing. He believed that he can challenge the events, the history. So he was really into this idea. He was building it slowly. We have the structure of the 4 of Wands, and initially the initial idea was for 3 people. The initial plan was to hold 3 people only. Then eventually, however, he rushed. So we have this slow motion of the Knight of Pentacles, where he's moving slowly but steady, and each step is secure and safe. But then he lost patience, and he just didn't want to wait anymore. So he decided that he has the control over the situation. He knows what is right, what is wrong, better than everybody else with the Hierophant here. And we have a person who is responsible here in this case. And he was too confident, and he wanted to push everything, like technologies, like terms, timing. He believed that he can do this, that he knows better. Okay, so finally, let's see if Morgan Robertson wants to talk to us, if he wants to be channeled, if he has some message to tell us. 7 of Swords once again. So do you want to talk to us or no? The Emperor, yes, he wants to talk with us. So we have 10 of Wands, Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords, he's talking about a woman he was in love with, and she was having a child. I am not aware about of his personal situation, if he was married or not, but he was in love until his last days in this beautiful woman. She was having a child, and he somehow got separated with her, and he says that it was a very pity situation. He just wanted to win the argument and the fight with her, but he remained disappointed and regret this decision for the rest of his life. The Fool, Hierophant, Six of Cups, the World, Ace of Wands. He's waiting for the right moment to come in order for him to get back on the earth plane. He will be born once again as a male, and he's waiting for a signal from the higher forces. This was not his first lifetime on the earth plane. He says once again that he suffered something very tragic and painful in his life, but he worked over it, and he eventually shared it with the world. So he found his friends and people who think like himself by sharing this experience. So maybe he refers to that incident that he had with some sort of a vehicle near the store. Two of Wands, King of Swords, Three of Cups, Four of Cups, and Eight of Swords. He says that when he was young, he was having a lot of hopes, a lot of plans, and later he became very dry, very bitter, and he says that he has been stupid for believing that the future holds something better for him. There were a lot of cheerful people and friends around him, but he was depressed, and he was not interested in anything anymore, and he was blind. For the joys of the world and the life. He says that he has made his conclusions, and then he walks away. I was trying to understand if this is another message that they have to interpret, but he says no, this is, I'm going forward, I don't want to talk with you anymore. So this is the end of this reading, my dear souls. If you liked it, give me thumbs up, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.